Hello and welcome back to another episode of Into the 99, where we've got 99 cards, cause Commander's number one. I am one of your hosts, Daniel, and if you saw the button I just hit, you'll see I've got both Sherman and Slothy with me today. Sherman, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's been a wild week because of the weather. And yeah, it's kind of crazy for that. And then we all had the water restrictions and now they're gone. So, hey, how are you?
Good. I had a busy week, but good. Built a lot of stuff. We're doing it's Easter weekend coming up. So happy Easter, everyone. And if you don't celebrate, I hope you get a day off. But it's Easter weekend, so we're doing a quick double episode, and I wanted to get some games done. So I had to finish up 2 of my decks. I just played online yesterday, and I finished an Eldrazi one. Awesome. And then I finished the one we're going to do the next episode, and it was also so fun to play. But I made this one a little while ago when, I got a really, really cool collection in, and I just built so much stuff. And from that stuff, I found a bunch of this card, and I just love this commander. I've been putting it in Blink decks. I've been making it, but I can't give you guys 7 Blink decks in a row. You know what I mean? I can't be like Dawn and Leo, and then we're going to do neat, So I gotta change it up a little bit. So this one is a Blink deck. But it's like, it's like a leave the bat. You'll see. But no, other than that, I've been really good. And Slothy, how about yourself?
Oh, not too bad. I've been real tired this week. The weather has not been kind to my system. But yeah, it's been an all right week. My band played a show last Friday.
Sick.
That went pretty well. And yeah, just kind of been trucking along.
Do you guys have any other stuff planned out right now, or that was your last scheduled one for now?
That was our last scheduled one for now. We're looking at doing a bit of recording at some point in the near future.
Yeah, I was going to say you guys are at the recording point right now.
Yeah, we've got 8 songs written and ready to go. We just have to sit down and plug the computer in.
That's pretty sick. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll jump right into this one because we got 2 back to back here. If you want any of the stuff we're about to talk about, go over to our lovely sponsors over at House of Cards. Wrong button. I can't hit buttons today. houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. It's going to give you a discount on all of your stuff. If you want cool sleeves, go to nerdgear.ca, promo code again, IT99. Cool sleeves, commander essential kits, ways to draw these tokens because this deck is a big token making deck. And then, support us on Patreon, like, share, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. You guys get it. I'll give you the spiel later. I want to talk about this commander so much. So we jump into our commander of the week, which is Genku. I love this card. I love everything about this card. It's an interesting Blink commander. Genku Future Shaper is 2, 1 white, 1 blue for a 2/5 Moonfolk Wizard. Big booty. It's legendary, obviously. Whenever another non-token permanent you control leaves the battlefield, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn, create a creature token with those characteristics. So we can make 3 tokens a turn with this commander by anything that leaves the battlefield. I'll read what they are in a minute. And then it has a mana pump ability later on, which is 3, 1 white, 1 blue. You put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, which is a phenomenal mana sink for if we're sitting there holding it up. And if you play this card right, you're in blue, you probably have removal and things you want to do. That's not how I play it. But it is you know what I mean? If you are holding up your mana and you have any removal or interaction, pretty good. It's pretty good to be able to just dump that in late game. A 4-mana commander comes out really, really quick in EDH. I use a lot of 2 and 3 mana rocks, so it comes out pretty quick. But this commander makes one of these tokens. We can make 2/2 white foxes with vigilance, pretty sick. 1/2 blue moonfolk with flying, so we've got an evasion built in. And then we can make 1/1 black rats with lifelink. And that is for, again, if we're getting bing down and stuff like that, they're great blockers, right? Just every time you swing at me, not only am I blocking, I'm also able to do that. The artwork is so silly. I love every part of this artwork as a big thing. It's great. But yes, the whole point of this commander is that we can trigger this. What makes this fun to play is that it's not non-land, it's non-token. So we have so many spots in the land spot where we can just dump in a Evolving Wilds, for instance, right? And we can crack the Evolving Wilds to make ourselves tokens, right? And I put Evolving Wilds in a lot of decks because it's just really good. So we have way more lands in this deck than in any deck I think I've ever built because they're token generators in this. So we're going to talk about a lot of lands in here. I'm so sorry. This is an aggressive budget deck. It's $70. It's really, really fun to play. I've got to play. It's so fun. I like I said, I gotta say thank you and again to Frank for introducing me to all these weird, stupid cards that I just love playing. Yeah. Without further ado, let's jump into our ramp section because this is an aggressive commander.
Before we do, sorry,
did you read the commander yet?
Yeah, he read it.
Oh, sorry.
It was in my ramp.
It was somewhere in there. This is one of the only like profile ones that I pulled from Modern Horizons 3, and this art is so much better.
The profile ones. Did they have it? Had a profile one?
It did, yeah.
Let me go look.
And like it's one of the better profile ones in my opinion.
There's some that I don't hate. That's not a bad profile one, but it lacks. The problem is it lacks my dear sweet rat in a kimono and my fox in a kimono. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
And my cool flying moonfolk in the back. I like these moonfolk wizards. I really like moonfolk decks in general. I want them to. It's something I want to see more support of. I would love to make a little bit more of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, the rat in the kimono is sick. It looks so good. It's dope and I love it. I wish I had only rat and kimono tokens so that I could. Yeah. We'll jump into our ramp here. I'll take our first one. We've got an arcane signet. 2 mana. We add 1 mana of any color in our commander's identity. Easy.
Then we've got the Azorius Cluestone, a 3-mana artifact. You can tap for white or blue, and you can pay white and a blue and tap to sacrifice the Cluestone to draw a card. Another way to get things off the battlefield.
There's a lot. This deck is called It Hurts to Leave because I hate to throw my things away. I want them so bad, but I need them. I gotta get them for rats.
And then after that, we have Azorius Locket for 3 mana. Tap for a white or blue, and for 4 Azorius mana, you can tap it to sacrifice a Locket to draw 2 cards.
Draw 2 cards and make a 2/2, or our lifelink rat, our rat generator. Next, we have a Commander Sphere, again, for the same reason that we can throw it away for a little bit of a draw later and a token. Early ramp, late game tokens. We're also really insulated from board wipes in a deck like this because we're really easy to just put our commander back down and throw our field away and re-get it a lot. It's really fun. But our Commander Sphere, 3 colorless, we tap for 1 mana in commander identity, sack it, draw a card.
Oh, so yeah, whenever another non-permanent, it doesn't matter how many. So if you do like single combat or something like that, or tragic arrogance, ooh, that's a lot of creatures you make. You
can sadly only make 1 of each per turn, which is a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
But if they board,
I'm fine with that.
But again, if they board wipe you, you are left with a 2/2, a 1/2, and a 1/1, which is pretty cool still.
Or you could also blink your commander to reset that.
Yeah, we could. But then this would be the 4th blink deck I've made in a row.
That's valid.
And I needed to do something different. I had you run out of personifies. Yeah, at a certain point, you don't have as many of them as you wish.
You just got to do something a little bit different.
Right.
But next up here, we've got the Ghirapur Orrery. 4-mana artifact. Each player may play an additional land on each of their turns. Some nice group hug. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, if that player has no cards in their hand, they draw 3.
Playing 2 lands is so important for us.
After that, we have a Marble Diamond for 2 mana. Enters tapped, and you tap it for a white.
A Mind Stone, again, another one we can throw away. I love all these throwaway ones. It's the initial pile had a bunch of the stuff that you love in it, like the jack-o'-lanterns and those kind of things too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The initial pile for this list was like just this huge pile. It was crazy. Our Mind Stone's another 2-mana rock. It taps for a colorless, 1 and a tap. We sack it, draw a card.
Then we've got our Sky Diamond, 2-mana artifact. Enters tapped, taps for blue. I love the diamonds so much.
I just bought a huge stack of them again. I love them too.
Nice.
After that, we have our nice, traditional, overpowered Soul Ring that needs to be banned. For 1 mana, tap for 2.
I will really quickly say, Soul Ring is like the case for banning Soul Ring is great, but I got over 1,000 decks, so it's not as great of a ban as you might think at the moment for me personally. Now, from a game standpoint, I could see a 1-drop 2 mana. It's strong. I get it. I understand the hate, but come on, please, you guys will bankrupt me. You'll ruin my portfolio.
Is that about $2,500 in just Soul Rings?
Yeah. if we're banning things that are just because it's popular, we might as well ban all the basic lands if that's the case.
Let's go.
No basic commander, mages to the moon skyrockets.
No basic.
Can't find those. Next, we have our Talisman of Progress here. 2-mana rock. It's taps for a colorless, or you tap add a white or blue and 1 damage to you.
And then rounding out our ramp section, we've got the Wayfarer's Bauble. A single mana artifact, you can pay 2 and tap it to sacrifice it and search your library for a basic land card. You can put that on the battlefield tapped and then shuffle.
Yeah, so even in our ramp section, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to trigger the commander ability too. We have a lot of ways to trigger this ability, which is really, really cool. Sherman will start us off with our next section here, which is our anthems.
And we start off with Inspiring Leader for 2 and a white. It's a legendary enchantment at the background. Commander creatures you own have creature tokens you control. Get +2/+2. For 3 mana, not bad.
Yeah, it's definitely a good anthem. Next, we have our Intangible Virtue here. Creature tokens you control get 1/1 in Vigilance, and that is 1 and a white for it. Again, another great early drop. These rats get pretty big with lifelink, especially with that like Cathar's Crusade-esque ability in the command zone. You can definitely upgrade this deck, by the way, if you put like the other 1/1 synergies like a Cathar's Crusade, those kind of things, because that is like, you know what I mean, 3 creatures a turn, all getting 1/1 every time. You can really, really make it. I have found that this floods the board with tokens really, really fast. So I found we just got to chill out a little bit. We just got to, but you can make it real strong if you do put those into it. I just have fun with the leaves theme.
Yeah. Next up here, we've got Prava of the Steel Legion. 2 and a white for a 1/4 legendary cat soldier. As long as it's your turn, creature tokens you control get +1/+4. You can pay 3 and a white to create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. And I guess it has partner as well, but don't care about that.
Also a great, we got big booty rats now.
Yeah, you're on your turn, your rats are just automatically 2/5s.
Yep.
Same as your commander.
Yeah.
With lifelink.
Yeah.
All right. We have the next one. It's going to be Suki, Courageous Rescuer for 1 double white. Legendary creature, human warrior ally. That's a 2/4. Other creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever another permanent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn.
Very solid.
Just kind of like our commander, and you will not believe, but I also built a Suki allies deck. It's nice. I wish there was more white options for it, but like it's also really fun. It's pretty much the same kind of deck. We will jump into our copies. We want to copy the commander ability. We don't Blink's so outdated, but we got some other ideas. You guys let me whose turn is it here?
Yours.
Mine? Okay. My favorite card to recently come out, Ember Island Production, which I want every one of them I can find. And I'm going to put it, you're going to see it a lot. Every time you hear this episode and there's blue in it, there's going to be one of these cards in it for the next little bit because I bought a lot of them. And I love them. It's 35-cent card. It's so sick. 3 double blue. Choose one. We create a token that's a copy of target creature we control, except it's not legendary, and it's a 4/4 hero in addition to its other types. Awesome. Or create a token that's a copy of target creature an opponent controls, except it's not legendary and a 2/2 coward in addition to its other types, which is really, really cool. We can get our, making 2 rats every time something leaves, making 2 foxes. These are all great, great options. I love this card.
Oh, no. Next up, we've got Mirror Room and Fractured Realm. It's an enchantment room. The Mirror Rooms section is a 2 and a blue. When you unlock this door, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's a reflection in addition to its other creature types. And then the Fractured Realm side is 5 double blue. If a triggered ability of a permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time.
This is not an ETB deck, right? So we can't go the Panharmonicon route because again, if this was ETB and you could make it ETB, then yeah, you can go like Elish Norn, but it's not. It's an LTB. Leave the battlefield. So we want that trigger desperately.
The next card, I'm glad the price went down on this one. It's going to be Mirror Form for 4 double blue. It's an instant. Each non-land permanent you control becomes a copy of target non-or permanent. This is really fun. This is a really, really fun card because it's an instant, but the 6 mana is so much.
6 mana is so much. Now, let me quickly say, if we've been kind of on curve, we've got a lot of our lands out that we're able to do, and we can get some tokens going so that we can do this. We can Genku, Ember Island production, and then turn everything into non-legendary Genkus and make like 30 rats every time we do it, and that's super fun.
Hey, you do have 38 lands in here.
There's a few. There's a few lands in here.
Okay, command zone.
Yeah, exactly. We're turning a new page. Yeah, you've changed. I cut the beard off, and then all of a sudden my lands went up. The higher IQ.
Higher lands and the next card.
Let's go.
How much interaction do you have in here?
There's a few. There's one or two. It's not much, but there's a few.
You've changed.
Who is this guy?
Changed.
Maybe you are turning into your brother.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Is this one me too? Yeah, Sublime Epiphany. We've got 4 double blue. It's another instant. We choose one or more. We counter target spell. Awesome. Counter target activated or triggered ability. Cool. Return a non-land permanent to its owner's hand, which is great for us because that triggers our commander. Wonderful. It's counter spell that triggers our commander. We're great. Create a token that's a copy of target creature we control. Again, that's like a double trigger, and that's awesome. Or target player draws a card. It's us. No one else is getting it. So for us, this is a counter spell. Bring something back to my hand, which makes a token, make another token, and then draw a card. Sick.
Yeah.
And if they have like trigger, like cast triggers, which is very, very popular today, we also get that too. We hit it all.
Sublime Epiphany is a very, very fun card to play around with.
It definitely is. Slothy, take us away in our draw section. Our draw section's big, just so you know.
Yeah, 19 cards in this draw section. 19 cards for $15. Not too bad.
I like that.
Yeah, I think you'll like this section a lot. There's some interaction here. It's okay.
Starting us off here, we've got the Basilica Skull Bomb. 1 mana artifact. You can pay 1 and sacrifice it to draw a card, or you can pay 2 and a white and sacrifice it to have target creature you control get +2/+2 and flying until end of turn, and draw a card. Activate only as a sorcery. The art on this is sick.
It is really cool. The again, I really like that all these one drop, because we can fill the board with them early game, right? Or sit there and we can threaten. If I'm playing with someone like Sherman, and I know Sherman's packing board wipes, I can fill the board with this nonsense stuff, right? Because Sherman has a heart. He's not packing farewells. He does have tragic arrogance and stuff, though. Those are problem cards. Cataclysmic Gearhulk, those are issues.
100%. Yeah. I don't need farewell. I have tragic arrogance, single combat, all that stuff.
Mythos of snap decks.
Gearhulk. I like you sacrificing things.
Yeah.
No sense in making your deck a bracket 3 just for a farewell either.
Exactly, you get it.
Yeah. Who cares?
Exactly.
The next card here we have is going to be Distant Melody for 3 and a blue. It's a sorcery. Choose a creature type. Okay. Draw a card for each permanent you control of that type. Ooh, 4 mana. That's not bad at all.
Ratzorius.
Rat. I choose rat. How many rats do you have? None.
90. What? You're playing blue-white. I said 90.
I will just be knowing myself out now.
Yeah, right. Next, we have a Font of Fortunes. It's 1 and a blue, and it's an enchantment, and it has 1 and a blue. Sack it, draw 2 cards.
Then we've got... Ooh, I like this card. Fountainport Bell. Single mana artifact. When it enters, you may search the library for a basic land card, reveal it, shuffle and put that card on top. And you can pay 1 and sacrifice the bell to draw a card.
In this deck, it's a phenomenal turn 1. Mana fix and just starts our getting ready to throw things out. And a lot of these times, right? We drop our commander. We've got 4 of these 1-drop sacrifices. We're making 3 of our tokens, drawing 3 cards. We're back to our full hand, pass the turn. On the next turn, as soon as it starts, we draw another card. Now we're up to 8 cards, and it's delightful.
Plus, you get this awesome artwork of a frog that's like, yeah!
It is pretty sick artwork. I do like it a lot.
And the next card is going to be me. Ooh, I have an Idol of Oblivion for 2 mana. It's an artifact. Tap to draw a card. Activate only if you created a token this turn, which should be easy for us. For 8 mana in tapping it, you sacrifice this artifact. Create a 10/10 colorless Eldrazi creature token. That part is so much fun. Because people always expect you to keep it for the card draw, but the moment you bring out a 10/10 after a board wipe, everyone's like,
Let's keep in mind, a 10/10 and a rat.
And a rat, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, and a rat.
I love it.
11 power for 8 mana.
We've got Implement of Examination next. It's 3 mana, an artifact. 1 blue, you sack it, draw a card, and when it's put into its owner's, if it's put into a graveyard from the battlefield, we also draw a card. So again, a lot of these are late game payoff. It's almost kind of like playing like plot.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it for a later turn. But yeah, again, 1 mana to draw 2 cards later on is great.
Then we've got the Implement of Improvement. 1 mana artifact. You can pay a white and sacrifice it to gain 2 life. And then when it's put in the graveyard from the battlefield, you draw a card.
After that, we have an Inscribed Tablet for 1 mana. It's an artifact. For 1 mana, tap it, sacrifice the tablet, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. Put a land card from among them into your hand and rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card into your hand this way, draw a card.
I really like this deck a lot. It's so fun. The the fact that we can, if we're super lucky and get our fairly balanced Soul Ring, we have a lot of 1-drops in here, right? Like a lot of times we are going to hit a turn 1/1-drop, but we can hit land and like 3 1-drops in a turn with a sick early hand, which is great.
Yeah.
Really, really fill it up. Next we have our Ire Rune Expedition. It is 1 in the blue. Got landfall. Whenever land enters under your control, you may put a quest counter on it. Awesome. And remove 3 quest counters from it. Sack it, draw 2 cards.
Solid. And then we've got the Mentor of the Meek. 2 and a white for a 2/2 human soldier. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, which is all the tokens your commander makes, you may pay 1, and if you do, draw a card.
It's
Solid.
We have
Solid.
a lot of times, like I said, we're using 1 mana to trigger these abilities, right? So like by the time we have Genku out at 4 mana, we really realistically, if I'm trying to trigger this like 2 times, I've got the extra 2 mana to draw these extra cards, which is great. We really do refill our hand pretty quick in this deck.
Yeah.
That's good. And the next one we have here is going to be Mnemonic Fear for 1 in a blue. It's an artifact. For another 1 in a blue, you can sacrifice this to draw 2 cards. It also has Channel, so for 1 blue mana, you can discard the sphere to draw a card, which is also nice in emergencies.
Yeah, if we need it.
Yeah.
Or early, if we just don't have a great hand, we can just be like, okay, well, I got to dig a little bit. Next, we have our Ravenous Amulet. It is a 2 mana rock, 1 and a tap. I wish this wasn't sorcery speed, which would be great. But it's sack a creature, draw a card, and put a soul counter on it. Activate only as a sorcery, which is cool. Not the sorcery part, but the draw part. We can turn some of our life linking rats into draw if we need. But 4 and a tap, sack this artifact. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of soul counters on it, which is cool.
Yeah, multiple ways to create more tokens.
Mm-hmm.
And next up, we've got The Rent is Due. Single white for an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, you may tap 2 untapped creatures and or treasures you control. If you do, draw a card. Otherwise, sacrifice this enchantment.
I love it. It's so on theme of what we want to do.
Pay rent? No, it's not.
Well, in the deck where we're paying rent to ourselves because we're making foxes. We're fighting the rent.
Yeah. Fair, fine, sure, okay. The next card we have is going to be Scroll of Avacyn for 1 mana. It's another artifact. For 1 mana, sacrifice the scroll, draw a card. If you control an angel, you gain 5 life. Do you have any angels in here?
No angels. We're angel free.
No idea.
Angel free since 2023. So we've got I think that's when I made Giada. That's true. I think that is the last angel deck I made. We've got our Staff of the Storyteller. That would be a crazy fact to have pulled up. I don't know when that one was, but if it was, then I'm great. I'm great at math. If it wasn't, pretend I am. Staff of the Storyteller is next. 1 and a white for an artifact. When it enters, we create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Again, more tokens. Whenever you create 1 or more tokens, you put a story counter on it. 1 and a tap, remove a story counter from it, draw a card. This is just a great draw engine for us. For 1 mana, we're drawing pretty much every turn.
Yeah. Then we've got Kameshi, Reality Architect. 2 and a blue for a 2/3 legendary Moonfolk Wizard. Whenever 1 or more non-creature permanents are returned to hand, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. And then for X and a white, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Return target artifact or enchantment card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. So you could tap the land to pay for the mana and then return it, and then get one of your 1-drop artifacts back and just kind of keep that going.
Yes, and we're gonna get like a draw from doing it as well, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, we really want that Gira Ori so we can get our 2 drops because we got a lot of land bouncing shenanigans we can do if we get lucky. Go on, Sherman.
I'm just thinking of this commander in your deck right now. I'm just thinking of one of the stupidest cards in the history of Magic that I've been trying to figure out how to use, and it's like a Delph's Cone, or no, Delph's Tower. I think that's the one. It's like a 0 cost, so, and it's like you have to like sap it and sacrifice it at before combat or something like that, and then like if you attack someone and it's not blocked, you can have it choose to do no damage, and you gain the life instead, so it gives it like pseudo like life link.
Yeah,
but it has to be unblocked, and it's from like Fallen Empires.
Yeah, it's the 0. It's one of the Cheerios. It's not useful for anything other than being a 0 mana rock.
No.
Bring it back.
It would work here.
all of those Cheerios you can throw away are great in here too.
Yeah. And the next one is for me. It's Tokashia's Welcome for 2 and a white. It's an enchantment. Whenever one or more creatures you control with mana value 3 or less enter, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn.
Yeah, I like it. Also a welcoming vampire next, 2 and a white for a 2/3 flying vampire. Whenever one or more creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card, triggers only once each turn. But again, it's nice that both of these can trigger on other people's turns because we can trigger our commander as much as we want on other turns. We can make the army of foxes. We can make rats. I really like the lifelike rats in this deck. It's really fun. I really need rats and kimonos for this deck. Just to stack like 1 fox, 1 moonfolk, and then just like 90 rats. And then everyone can try and guess what I'm going to do.
Rounding out this draw section here, we've got a Wonderscape Sage. 1 and a blue for a 1/3 Moonfolk Wizard. With flying, you can tap to return a land you control to its owner's hand and draw a card. Then discard a card unless that land had a non-basic land type.
Yeah. So if we like just like an Azorius Chancery, for instance, we bring that back, which is already a land we want to be bouncing stuff with anyways. Great card.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't have to. We just get draw, we get bounce, blink, blah, 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 blah. Let's jump into our removal. There's a few things in it.
What?
It's not big, but there's a few things there. There's
You've
what
changed, Daniel.
I think we got to call this episode and go over and check on Dan. I don't know if that's really the Dan that we're talking to right now.
I was said my baby was screaming. It changed. It kept me up, and I'm sleep deprived. There's lands in the deck. There's 2 or 3 instances where we're learning. We're learning and growing.
Oh no!
As your kid grows, you grow too.
That's funny. I've grown enough. I think it's Sherman's turn. Yeah.
Here. Yeah. We have the first one is going to be Aether Spell Bomb for 1 mana. It's an artifact. For a single blue, you can sacrifice it, return target creature to its owner's hand. Always nice. Or you can tap 1, sacrifice it, and draw a card. I personally like returning things to the hand more, to be honest.
Well, again, for us too, it's it's removal of someone's, like, if we're playing Voltron, very great to get something, but someone attacks us, it's a nice threat to keep away from us. It's draw if we end up needing to draw again, even more draw. But also for us, it's just protection for our commander, right? If someone is board wiping and I don't want Genku to die, then, Genku back. Or one of these like other cool Moonfolk like Tamashii, right?
Yeah.
And then you trigger your commander twice.
Let's go.
There you go.
Yeah. Next we have our Capuchin Unicorn, 1 and a white for a creature unicorn, 1/2. 1 and a white and a tap, sack it, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
It's even got enchantment removal in here.
We're there. We're learning. We're growing. Healing.
Healing. Then we've got our Cathar Commando. 1 and a white for a 3/1 human soldier with flash. You can pay 1 to sacrifice this creature, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Love it.
After that, we have a Dispeller's Capsule for a single white. It's another artifact. For 2 and a white, you can tap it, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Yeah. See, there's a few in here. I told you. We're
You really don't like artifacts or enchantments in here.
No, there's annoying ones. There's lots of annoying stuff I don't like. Next, we have our Seal of Cleansing, 1 and a white. Sack Seal of Cleansing, destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Beautiful.
I think it's Sherman here with our self blinkers.
Probably. Or, actually, wait, no. Is it? I did this.
I think it's me.
All right, well, Slothy, you go ahead.
But I could be wrong.
We'll go Slothy, Sherman, me.
Sure. First up we got here is Aetherling. 4 double blue for a 4/5 shapeshifter. I haven't thought about this card in a moment.
Who plays this card, right? I love it. It's I've got so many of them sitting around doing nothing.
I pulled so many of these when Dragon's Maze came out. But yeah, it's a 4/5 shapeshifter. You can pay blue and exile it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. You can pay a blue to give it unblockable until end of turn. You can pay a generic to give it +1/+0, or +1/-1 until end of turn. Or you can pay 1 to give it a -1/+1 until end of turn.
Basically, if we have a blue, we're blinking this every turn.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. The next one is going to be Bright Lean for 1 double white. It's a creature shapeshifter for 3/3. For a single white, you can give it Vigilance until end of turn. For another single white, you can give it Lifelink until the end of turn. For another white, you can return it to its owner's hand. And finally, for 1 generic mana, you can give it either a +1/-1 or a -1/+1 until end of turn.
Cards like made for our commander. If only I could give it flying, then that would be all of my token abilities stapled onto this as well. Then it would also, I would have to get Emery to make 1 a rat in a kimono, 1 a moonfolk. It would be a whole thing. The next one is such a cool card that I've never found a place to put. This is the first time I've ever used this card in a deck, and it's so cool. It's Salt Skitter. It's 3 and a white for a 3/4 worm. Whenever another creature comes into play, it removes Salt Skitter from the game and return it to play under its owner's control at the end of the turn. It's just like a pseudo Norin.
That's kind of cool.
I really, really like this card.
Fun. Was that from, what is that, Plane Shift?
Something.
No, that's not Plane Shift.
That is
that is Future Sight.
Future Sight, yeah.
Oh.
It's again, if I was illegal pairing anything, I would immediately pair this with Norin the Wary. That would be this deck for sure. And nothing at all in the deck would change except I would put in 1 mountain and Norin the Wary because I've got lots of these things. There'd be nothing different in the deck.
Yep.
And I would just honestly take out 2 of my 38 lands. It would be the same deck with Norin in the command zone.
Rounding out our self-blink section is going to be White Mane Lion. 1 and a white for a 2/2 cat with flash. When it enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand.
Pretty much always going to be the lion, so I can just spam that out. Yeah.
And the cat's just there to kind of like pounce at you and threaten you.
I'd be lying if I said I was doing anything different. Humor me, please. Next, we've got 2 of our cards in protection. It's a pretty weak section.
All right. So, first one we have is going to be Elcid of Life's Bounty for a single white. It's an enchantment creature that's a nymph. That's a 1/1. It has lifelink, just like the rats. For a single mana, you can sacrifice it, and target creature or enchantment you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Always nice.
Yeah.
I like that card a lot. Next, we have our Kami of False Hope. If someone's trying to attack us, if someone's trying to swing up on us, our 1 white, another spirit. We have a lot of 1-drops in this deck. I truly wasn't kidding. 1 white, it's a spirit, 1/1. We sack it, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn.
Solid.
All right, now we have a new section, which has a lot of cards in it.
This one's got 26 cards.
Things meant to leave. Normally we don't talk lands, but we have to talk lands in this deck because my lands are my token generators in here.
Starting this one off, we've got the Arid Archway, which is a desert. It'll enter tapped, and when it enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. If another desert was returned this way, surveil 1, and then you can tap it for 2 colorless.
Yeah, just another one of these blink lands that we like to do.
Return it itself. It doesn't say other. Yay!
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, exactly. Yep.
The same thing for the next one. It's pretty much Azorius Channery. Enters tapped. When it enters, return a land you control to its owner's hand, and you can tap it for a white and a blue.
Awesome. Love it. We've got a Bant Panorama next. It is going to tap for 1 colorless or 1 and a tap. Sack it, search for a forest, plains, or island, put on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle.
Then we've got the Broker's Hideout. When it enters, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic forest, plains, or island, put on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle, and you gain a life. I really liked this cycle.
I loved this cycle. Like I said, normally we wouldn't talk about these, but like all of these are like my land fetches and make foxes and make those things, right? And we can, a lot of these are instant blink, like the Chancery, the Brokers, like those New Capenna lands, like those are gonna instantly get us what we're doing and stuff. Like they're color fixing for us, whatever, but they're instantly doing it. But a lot of these other ones, like the Panorama, are I just save them up till your turn. I crack the Evolving Wilds on your turn, like everyone else does. I wait till the end step.
Yeah,
make tokens. Sherman.
Next one we have here is going to be Caparetti Courtyard. We have the party going on. When it enters, sacrifice it. When you do, search your library for a basic mountain, forest, or plains card. Put it on the battlefield tap, then you shuffle and gain 1 life.
Yeah, nice. Next, we have our Coral Atoll. It enters tapped. When it enters, sack it unless you return an untapped island you control to its owner's hand, and it taps for a colorless and a blue. I really, really like this section. Like I put a lot of these in my, what's the word? My Azlask deck, the Eldrazi one, because I need that colorless mana. So having it there is really, really nice.
Okay.
Mostly the green one in it, but
yeah. We've got our Cryogen Relic. 1 and a blue for an artifact. When it enters or leaves, draw a card. 1 and a blue, sacrifice this artifact. Put a stun counter on up to 1 target tapped creature.
Hate stun counters. They're so annoying.
Stupid stun counters. Stupid stun counters. Ugh. All right. Next one, Cryptic Caves. It's another land. Tap to add colors, or tap 1, tap it, sacrifice this land, draw a card. You can activate this only if you control 5 or more land.
Again, a great opener to just sit there and stack up, right? We need more of the next kind of card in Commander. I truly believe this, and I'm not just being edgy saying it. I'm saying for real. We should. It's our Demolition Field. It is a land. We tap it for colorless, or 2 and a tap, sack it, destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls, which there's good ones. You start blowing lands up. That's fine. That land's controller may search the library for a basic, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle, untap for them. Then you may search your library for basic land, put it on the battlefield, also untap for us, then shuffle.
Big fan of this type of effect.
Yeah. Again, I'm not putting you too far behind, but like you can't have your guys cradle, brother. We're playing bracket 2. Come on, grow up.
Then we've got our Escape Tunnel. It's a land. Tap and sacrifice it. Search your library for a basic land card. Put on the battlefield tapped and then shuffle. Or you can tap and sacrifice this land. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. The rat will swing for free.
Yeah, exactly. Free rats. Free my boy.
Always good. Always good. Next card is an Esoteric Duplicator. Ooh, someone pulled out a thesaurus for that name. Jeez. For 2 and a blue. It's an artifact that's a clue. Whenever you sacrifice the duplicator or another artifact, you may pay 2 mana. If you do, at the beginning of your next end step, create a token that's a copy of that artifact. For 2 mana, sacrifice the duplicator to draw a card. That's an interesting card. Huh.
We have a lot of artifacts we're throwing away in this deck. You know?
I think I'm going to take a picture of this one. This was in Marnia.
It's a good card, right? It's what is this one from? It's the
use the source to come up with the title.
Yeah. But again, like a lot of our mana rocks that we're able to throw away, right? Like when we're throwing these mana rocks away, throw them out, use the mana from the rock to like command a sphere, use it, make another command sphere, draw a card, have another draw card. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Make more rats.
We do make a lot of rats. We do make more rats. The again, it's just whenever we sacrifice, and that's what we're doing a lot of the time in these artifacts, right? So next we have our Esper Panorama. It taps for a colorless or 1 on a tap. We sack it, search for a basic plains, island, or swamp. Put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle.
Then we've got Evolving Wilds. It is a land you can tap and sacrifice to search your library for a basic land card. It goes on the battlefield tapped and then shuffle.
And then we have a Flight Spell Bomb for a single mana. It's an artifact. You can tap it, sacrifice the spell bomb. Target creature gains fly until end of turn. When the spell bomb is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay a blue. If you do, draw a card.
Rats in the sky.
Sky rats.
Exactly. I just really like all these little one drops. There's a lot of them. Well, it's pretty cool. We are able to bounce the next one to another. It's a Karoo land. They're called the Karoo cycle, and it's for this land. It enters tapped. When it enters the battlefield, sack it unless you return it on tapped planes you control to its owner's hand, and tap it 1 and a white to your mana pool. Again, the other thing too that I do want to point out is I don't have to bounce this. I can just sacrifice this and still do what I want without blinking my cards.
True.
Yeah, I can still just be like, hey, here, you know what I mean? Like the Coral Atoll and this and stuff. This is just here is a free 2/2, a free 1/2 flyer. I make an army of flyers by just putting it down. 0 drop token generators in this deck. Let's go. Let's go.
Next up here, we've got the Origin Spellbomb. Single mana artifact. You can pay 1 and tap to sacrifice. Put a 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature token onto the battlefield. And a 1/1 black rat with lifelink onto the battlefield. When it is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay white. If you do, draw a card.
I do want to just to continue with that rant as well. By the way, I love these double tokens. Lands are a special action. You can't respond to me playing a land, so I'm getting that free token generation. You can't counterspell my foxes. They're coming out. It's happening. And the same with these. A lot like we're flooding the board with garbage. It's just nonsense. No one's wasting a counterspell on my Origin Spellbomb. And if they do, I'm playing with animals, playing with straight monsters.
See, you can respond to lands. I believe scooping is a free action.
Yeah, it's sorcery speed. Sorcery speed, scooping only at this table. The game proceeds.
Doesn't matter when the table's flipped.
Doesn't matter when the table's flipped. I flipped the table. Sorcery speed only. Sherman just sitting there with his hand.
Waiting for his turn.
I passed the turn. Ah!
There, I'm done. Bye. Playing 52 pickup here. All right. Next one we have is going to be a Promising Vein. Like the one that's popping on my head. It's a land at the cave. You can tap it for a colorless. And you can also tap a colorless and tap and sacrifice the vein to search your library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle.
Yeah, these are just token generators. I love it. Shire Terrace is the same thing. It taps for a colorless and 1 and a tap, sack it. Search your library for a basic land. We put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then we shuffle up. This deck, you got to shuffle a lot. There's a lot of searching here. I'm so sorry. If you don't like to shuffle cards, build another deck. Build mono red. Only haste.
Only haste. Then we've got Soul Guide Lantern. Single colorless artifact. When it enters, exile target card from a graveyard. You can tap and sacrifice this artifact to exile each opponent's graveyard. And you can pay 1 and tap to sacrifice this artifact and draw a card.
Situational banger.
I love cards like this, just because graveyard shenanigans occur like constantly, like every single game now.
Well, and yeah, and if we don't need it, it's just draw. It's just doing what we are. But if someone's playing, you got a Marin deck or an old Stick Fingers deck or something like that, all right, well, no graveyard for you.
Especially, well, like even with like the new Strixhaven one, like the new Quintus Commander Precon, that one's all about flashback.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
so, stuff like this like helps a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of decks that care about their graveyard.
Yeah, a lot. The next one is going to be me, I believe. Yeah. Sunbeam Spellbomb for a single mana artifact. For a white, the color is weird. For a white, sacrifice the Spellbomb to gain 5 life. Or you can tap a colorless and sacrifice the Spellbomb to draw a card.
We're able to filter a lot of draw with this. And again, 5 life might save us in the end.
Sometimes the rest just can't get you high enough.
Yeah, we do have a lot of lifelink and rats, though. Next, we have our Surgical Skull Bomb here. 1 colorless. It is artifact. 1, sack it, draw card. Or 2, and a blue, sack it, return target creature to its owner's hand, draw card, activate only sorcery. I could have put that in removal, but see, I told you there's a few pieces of removal in here somewhere.
Yeah. Next up here, we've got our Terramorphic Expanse. It's a land. Tap and sacrifice it. Search library for a basic land card. Put on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle.
And after that, we have the Basilica. There we go. I got there. It's a land that's a sphere. Ooh, interesting. Enters battlefield tap, and you tap for a white, and you can also tap a colorless and a white, and tap it, sacrifice it to draw a card.
Yep. We have the blue one of the same cycle, another sphere. It enters tapped. The Surgical Bay. We tap it for it enters tapped, taps for a blue or one and a blue, and a tap, sack it, draw a card. An Amulet of Vigor would be great in this deck, just so you guys know. If you have Amulet of Vigor money, then we have Amulet of Vigor at home, and it's called they enter tapped.
Like how much is the amulet now? Because
It's like
Amulet
$20.
Titan isn't really a big deal anymore in Modern, right? So it should be like what, $23?
Holy.
57.
Yeah.
Sorry, how much?
Yeah, exactly. We'll just have them enter tapped. This is a $70 deck. If you want to nearly double the budget, put an Amulet of Vigor in the deck. Yeah, that one's gone up. Interesting. I gotta go through some old decks soon.
Crazy. Yeah, next up here we've got the Voyager Staff. It is a colorless artifact for 1. Pay 2 and sacrifice it. Exile target creature. Turn the exiled card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step.
We could use this to blink our commander. If we have just a lot of mana sitting around, we could blink our commander and get the double trigger that we talked about earlier. Make 6 tokens, go to our turn. Beat face.
True.
After that, we have a Warped Landscape. Tap to add a colorist or 2 mana, tap, sacrifice it. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library.
Right? So, like I said, these things are meant to leave, and this deck is called It Hurts to Leave, because I hate to lose things, but when these things make me silly rats and kimonos, then it's not as bad as it could be. We have another section here. We have our recursion, because I want these things back. I told you guys I don't want to lose them. So we started off with Brought Back. It is double white. Choose up to 2 target permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Return to the battlefield tapped, which is going to be my lands a lot of the time. A lot of the time, most of these cards are for my lands. I want them back so badly.
Then we've got our Faith's Reward. 3 and a white for an instant. Return to the battlefield all permanent cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn.
You make me sacrifice all you want. They're all coming back. Well, my rat tokens won't come back, but my heart, yeah.
That card hurts me just because that one and the next one, they both hurt me so much every time because I like to play with board wipes. So,
your wipes will do nothing.
I know, that's so annoying. Like even if you had a thrilling encore, I'm fine with that. Okay, you can kill me after that. But Faith's Reward is annoying. And this editor card, Second Sunrise, for 1 double white. It's another instant. Each player returns to play all artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and land cards that were put into his or her graveyard from play this turn. This card sucks.
We're in this deck. We're trying to trigger our commander as much as we want. So we're doing this anyways. We're already throwing things away on other people's turns. It's a pretty easy politics thing to be like, Slothy, join up with me. He is board wiping us. He's bullying us. I'll bring your stuff back, please. I truly just want my things back, but he doesn't need to know that.
Like I said, this card sucks. It hurts my strategy. It sucks.
I love this card. And then we have a card that's really fun in this deck, which again, I never have a place to put this card. Trading Post. It's 4 colorless. We can pay 1, discard a card, gain 4 life. Never going to do that. 1 in a tap, pay 1 life, create a 0/1 goat creature token. Nope, not happening. But 1 in a tap, sack a creature, return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. That's great because we have a lot of these things, right? Like we can, we can block with one of our Moonfolk or something like that. You're trying to bash me with the Dragon. I block with a 1/2 Moonfolk, throw it away. Bring something back. We're great. And then 1 in a tap, sack an artifact, draw a card. And there's a lot of artifacts I just want to throw away anyways.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, and then the rest is just the other lands, which is nothing good. There's not a single piece of cool Azorius lands in here. It's 9 islands, 10 plains. It's what you get. I need basic lands to look for. I'm sorry, the land section is all these colorless ones. It's what you're getting. You get islands, you get plains, nothing else.
Yeah, a grand total of 1 land that taps for both colors.
Yeah, it's not what this is about.
Love it.
Who needs it? We don't need the color fixing. I don't want options.
I'll be my own color fixing.
Exactly. And then we do have a terrain generator, just a land that taps for colorless, or 2, you can put a basic land from your hand on the battlefield tapped. It is kind of nice if we're sitting there like blinking stuff back and forth to be able to dump some of these lands in. But yeah, that's my nonsense deck. I really, really like this deck a lot. It's super fun.
This absolutely slaps. I love this.
Are you seeing the token section at the bottom here? Look at this fox.
Let's see here.
Look at the
fox. Oh my goodness.
Look at this fox. Look at this sick moonfolk with flying, and then look at this rat.
The rat. Let's go.
I've got to stock up on all of these tokens. I want a stack of each to just sit down and whack.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like I said, back to our quick sponsor plug again. I love the dry erase tokens. It's fun. I'm not drawing 50 rats in kimonos. It's not happening. I'm not artist. I'm not artistic. I'm something else.
You just got to teach the baby to do it.
Get the baby on it, slave labor the baby into drawing. You're going to draw rats in kimonos. I don't like rats, Dad.
You got to start them early.
Yeah, these are like some of the coolest tokens I've seen, and I love them so much. They're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is my nonsense deck. Any thoughts on this, gentlemen?
I'm still surprised that you have 38 lands and some interaction here, so I'm still processing that.
I have something to do on other people's turns. That's new.
Sherman's been sitting in a daze this entire episode because he sees instants.
Is he allowed to do that?
What's going on? Like, you guys always put in 33 lands. I was just like, how the heck do you guys play it? Now you're playing with 38 lands. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, this is like Twilight Zone episode or something.
I'm going to tell you, spoiler for the next episode, there's 33 lands in that deck. There's 33 lands in that immediately.
The proper amount.
I don't know how the heck
I don't put this many lands in a landfall deck, but again, I'm not treating these as lands. I'm treating these as token generators. And if you look at it, I'm really running like 19 lands and then like 20 token generators. Yeah. I love this deck. It's been so fun to play. I've played just a few just like online games with it. Everyone seemed to have a blast with it. I'm not ETB shenanigans kind of tend to take a long time. And there's only 3 things I can do. I'm basically drawing cards, and either am I making foxes, moonfolks, or rats. That's it. That's the deck. That's all we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simple, easy, elegant. Okay, I'm gonna hit our music here. Oh, wrong one. Thank you guys so much for getting through another of these episodes. If you like any of these cards and you want to buy a stack of rat tokens, go over to houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. It's going to give you a discount. Again, there's just so much fun stuff in this. A lot of this you're probably going to have in bulk boxes too, so go ahead and make a deck like this. Thank you again for introducing me to these cards, Frank. I got to give you that shout out. It is great. Like, share, subscribe. It really helps us out. It helps us get seen, and we can make more and more of this. Yeah, if you want to support us farther than that, Patreon's the easiest place to do it. You can come build decks with us, chat with us. It's just a great place, and we have wonderful, wonderful patrons. You can be in the episodes live here with us like Thunder is right now. And again, just thank you to everyone who already does support us. And then last but not least, if you want nerd gear and you don't want to buy those rat tokens, you want to draw your own because you are actually skilled at art, go over to nerdgear.ca. Again, promo code IT99. It is going to give you a discount. It is going to give you wonderful access to cool playmat, sleeves, commander essential kits, all of what you need to make your play space look a little nicer and better. And with that, I leave the music. Get it? Because like leaves the battlefield. That's yeah. We clap. Come on, please.
Man's got jokes today.
Laters.
Bye-bye.
See ya.